Hello YouTube and welcome to this match between myself and Ian. This is frames 1 and 2 of 4. Now we're getting towards the end of September now. The end of September is the end of the league. So I'm trying to squeeze in a few matches to try and cement my place in the league. And yes, this video has a couple of 30+ breaks in it, so they'll be worth hanging around for. I won't say who gets them and when they are, but if this is the first video you're watching me, or joining me with I should say, you'll see that Ian is starting on 31 points, and with the handicap system in our league, the newer you are to the sport, or maybe the less able, or any other reason really, then the higher your handicap. I play off of 9 and Ian plays off of 40, so that's why he gets his 31 point start, which is that's quite a lot actually, isn't it? Anyway, right, let's get into this, and I've tried to cut out as much of the thinking time and what have you as I can from these, as they were quite long frames. There's a lot of safety shenanigans going on. Yeah, I didn't get part 1 of that shot correct, but I did get part 2 where I got the red away from the black. So I was happy in some senses with that, but have left Ian a chance of a difficult red along the cushion. Now, can I pot this red in the middle and screw back and try and be on the black? So erring on the side of caution, I didn't manage to come back far enough. So just going to play safe off the brown. No attempts at a pot there, just trying to get the cue ball up behind the green, somewhere near the bolt cushion. So just a safety from Ian. Yeah. Nicely struck. And he's put the cue ball in a very difficult place actually on the left side of the yellow as we look, because I can't hit, as we look at it, the right hand side of any of those reds to catch them thin enough, or I don't think, to then go back up the table. So I did try and negotiate round the back of the red and the pink there, but I didn't manage it, sadly. So is Ian gonna pop this one in the middle? Not quite. Now I know all the reds are sort of nicely spread, with the black being there. It's going to be awkward to get down onto it. There's the tiniest of gaps to try and get through if I was going to play one into the left corner. So decided against that and thinking, right, well, if I excuse me, drop one of these 2 reds in, then I'll be automatically on the black. Well, that's the theory anyway. But no, just overstretched a little bit with the rest there, unfortunately. So Ian opting for the use of the spider. Makes the shot a little bit more awkward. He's managed to get it in and not pop the white as well. So that's a challenge in itself sometimes, using that implement. Yeah, this was quite a difficult black. So my thinking with that safety shot is one of two. It's got 2 points to it. So firstly, it's going to get the cue ball close to the cushion, and secondly, it moved it out of the way from the black spot to the left corner pocket. So when one of us does pop the black, it will be available at the moment into both corners. So there was a little bit of forward planning with that one. And if I can pop this red and get out and avoid the green, I'll be happy. But I just nudged into it, so sort of quarter ball yellow, come down. There should be an available red, but didn't judge the angle on the yellow, unfortunately. But any possible red in that... Oh, what a shot that was! Any possible red in that section down at the bottom, it was always going to get stuck. So Ian took the other red, and that was actually an unbelievable pot on the red. And again, the awkward yellow, and I believe he hasn't left me on anything. Well, there's a chance this red below the black does pot in the right middle, and I'll be using either the blue or the red below it to slow the cue ball down. Or that was the intention. Didn't pot the red, so the cannon didn't quite go as planned. And with how awkward that red was to the right corner, I guess that's why Ian turned it down. And if by some miracle I can knock this red into the green pocket and get the cue ball out, it should give me a choice of the 3 bulk colours, depending on where the white ends up. So yellow's definitely not the ball, or the green. So brown into the middle bag, white round off the angle, so 3 cushions to come back down the table. And hopefully avoid the yellow. Yet done that. And that's come down quite nicely. Excuse me, for the red. That's the lowest of these 2 together. And if I can punch it on and off the cushion, I should have the blue into the right corner, or the black into the left middle. So it didn't quite go up on the line that I was expecting it to go on, but I am still on the black, so happy days. Although this is definitely not the easiest of pots. If I can just drop this one in, then I'll have choice the two reds above the black spot. And from here, yeah, stun this red in, miss the red on the cushion, get back up for the black and hopefully be low on it, like this, to then play a soft screwy shot to have the red that's to the left of the blue into the same corner, and then take the blue to get that out of the way. Oh no, I didn't soft screw up, I was too straight, so on and off the cushion. So this one is a nice soft controlled shot, can't really fail to be on the blue unless I absolutely batter it. Which thankfully I haven't, I've controlled it quite nicely. But straight on the blue, which I didn't really want because it's now going to be awkward, you know, just forwards and backwards with the cue ball. So I'm just going to try and bring it back an inch or so and then have the red that's to the right of it into the right corner, as I feel that was a slightly easier shot than the red to left middle. And playing this one with sort of below centre and a bit of left hand or running side. I was hoping to either be on the yellow, just to get that one out of the way, or high on the blue. But unfortunately I'm absolutely plumb straight on the blue and can't see the yellow. So my nemesis word when it comes to snooker is forcing it. But I am going to play this with bit of top and mostly right hand side just to try and force an angle, which I can't believe I managed. I know I got a flick on the yellow, but I'm quite happy to get the cue ball down there. It's left me sort of the top red of this little triangle It's a tricky one, and the only ball I can play on really from here is the blue. But I felt like I struck that one nicely. Wanted a bit more pace, but at least it's nice and... I say nice and low. It is low on the blue, but a little bit close. So, above middle. Make sure of the blue and send the white sort of over the yellow spot. And then onto the side cushion, and then hopefully come down for a choice of the two reds in the middle of the table. Looking good. Ah, it's just pulled up there now. It's left this red very thin, and the middle pocket looks like it might come into the equation, unless I can give it a little grabby screw shot. Oh no! I was high on the blue. Breaker 39, so I can't be too unhappy with that one, to be fair. I know it did leave Ian a nice easy starter, but I was quite happy with the pots that I made there, and it was just unfortunate that the white ran on, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches really after potting the blue. Otherwise I think I might have continued. Anyway, on with the rest of the frame. Nice pot there, avoiding the middle pocket and getting high on the blue. Yeah, that was going to be tricky to control for any particular red. Now what am I going to try here? Cutting it into the green pocket or send it round the table? I can't remember now. Oh yes, try to send it round the table, but it got a little bit too close to jaws of the yellow pocket. And Ian's treble, oh, close. So what am I going to attempt here? Cutting into the right corner, but mainly trying to get the cue ball back up the table. And avoiding, I was going to say avoiding the pink, but instead I've cannoned right into it. Which hasn't left it too bad. It's left me a shot on a choice of green or brown, but if I play the green I've got to negotiate the yellow and then the pink, so brown's the ball and then hopefully screw straight down the table. I got into it a little bit too much. I was hoping to go right down the middle of the table and have a choice of the 2 reds into either corner. And it's sadly gone too far for the one closest to the right corner. But if I play this red pocket weight, I should still have a shot on the black into the middle. Go on! Ah! And hoping that the red that it's next to covers the one over the corner. No, I didn't manage to get that part of the shot. I did leave it, as you can see. Tricky pink to try and get on the red. And he's put me in a snooker. Shouldn't be too difficult to get out of this. Just try and get a full ball contact on it. Send the red up the table. And avoid the cue ball going in the corner pockets. So, bonus points for Ian there. Now, can he drop this one in? Not quite. Now, is that too far up the table to try and cut in the middle? Yes, so did try and pot the red, but also at the same time get the cue ball relatively safe. And if it went in, I would have had a choice of balls to go at. So a bit of a shot to nothing for Ian here, down to the corner. He's missed the blue, and it's... Oh, I thought it was going to pull up and leave me straight, so I could have just dropped it in and then played on the green to get onto the yellow, but it's left me a little bit of an angle, so instead choosing to play it down the table in case I missed it, and then there would have been some distance between the balls. So I'm not going to try any funny business with this black. I can't use really any ball to get up to the yellow, not with my cue power and ability. So if I just drop this one in, hopefully, to take the extra 7 points, and then play safe off the yellow, but not to be. So Ian's got the chance of tucking me up or playing a decent safety. It does actually go past the black. Whoa! Can't believe I potted that one without touching the black. I was, in some ways, kind of hoping to use the black as a big pocket and play it off the cushion, but I potted it cleanly, which is bizarre. And then played a decent safety. Got that green nice and close to the top cushion. Hello? Oh my good God! Well, at least he's held his hand up. that was a great fluke. I don't think anyone could really plan to do that, and that brown was very close as well. So which way am I going to go off of this? Ah yes, I opted to go for the playing it full ball to leave it on the side cushion, because I thought if I try and hit it thin on either side, I didn't want to miss it and give away some silly points. So it was that was a match play shot, that one. And double attempt, in the hope that it goes safe if I miss it, and it has not gone safe. So a few shots further on, because there was a bit of a to-do with the brown, we end up here now. Is Ian going to stick it in the corner? No, but he's put the blue over this corner now. Can I do the same thing with the yellow? Sorry, with the brown as I did with the yellow. That would be absolutely marvellous if I could drop the brown in without touching the blue, considering where it is. But yeah, played that one possibly a little bit too tentatively. At least it's gone in. And a cheeky double attempt. Knew it was always going to leave the cue ball relatively safe. Okay, now the video has stopped here because unfortunately I didn't check the memory card and it ran out of space. So quick talk through the rest of this frame was, now who potted the blue? I can't remember I think it was Ian that Ian potted the blue, and then we messed around with the pink for a few shots each, and then Ian potted an absolute corker of pink to take the first frame, and luckily I managed to get this footage off the security camera for the second frame, because it was sort of most of the way through the second frame that I realised the phone wasn't recording, so I managed to delete a few things and get frames 3 and 4 on my phone as normal. So thank you to the guys at Surrey Snooker Academy for letting me use this footage, and Ian's pulled out a cheeky red there. Difficult blue. Is he going middle or is he going corner? This guy went for the corner, but I think the main point of his shot there was to try and get the cue ball safe, which he's made a good job of on that one. Oh, don't hit the blue. There we go. And gone up past the green. Is it going to weld itself to the bolt cushion? Not quite, but still happy with that one. Oh, very, very close with that attempt. But Ian has not left me much to go at, so all I've really got is this safety. So playing it just off a straight, just right of centre and just below centre as well, to try and stun the cue ball in behind the yellow and send the red down the table. So I've managed to play that shot exactly how I wanted to and get the snooker. Yeah, well done there, Ian. Not a particularly difficult one to get out of, but still had to get out of it. Thankfully for me, it's been left as a touching ball, which makes my life so much easier. Managed to find a decent line and cut off the red nearest the right corner. And can't really see an easy shot back to bolt. Maybe the red that's just above the black might work, but I think Ian's gone for the pop down into the corner. Now the red that's closest to black spot doesn't pass the black into the left corner, and I'm going to try and focus my attention on, well, potting the ball, but maybe using the bunch of reds as a blocker, and if it goes in, I should have a choice of pink or blue. So very happy with that one. Blue's not going to take me onto a red because I'm low on that. Pink will take me to a red. But where I've played it there, I should have gone round the table and had a look. Yeah, look at my reaction. I could have actually just rolled that one in and then had the red to the right corner, but instead I thought I wasn't going to be able to do that. I'd end up too close to the cushion, so that's why I tried to play it with a trace of right hand side, so checking the cue ball up a little bit. Didn't get into it properly and didn't leave myself on the red, but that's that one. So I had to dump the cue ball back down the other end, and Ian's picked out a wonderful plant. He'd wandered around the table and seen that one, so very well played. Now how's his luck at getting past the yellow? Yeah, but this is awkward. I think he might have been attempting the plant on that one, but yeah, it was very, very high difficulty. And he did leave me that one to the middle. And it didn't really matter too much where I was on the blue because there's reds available in the other half of the table as well. Yes, I should have maybe tried a holding shot for this red in the corner, although I might have had too much angle. But a good recovery pot. Now I just need to try and make sure that I get the cue ball all the way back down to the bunch off the brown, and Yeah, so I was hoping to be a little bit higher up the table with the cue ball. But still got this red to the middle. Again, a nice recovery shot. And wanted to, well actually I didn't really mind which angle I was going to have on the red that I'm playing. If I was low on the red like I am, then I can play up for the blue. If I'd have been high on it, and then I could have stunned down for the pink. A bit of a nice flick off the red, which has left me the correct side of the blue. And I'm going to play, I think, for the red at the top. Yeah, red at the top of the bunch, as that is occupying the pink spot, I believe. So now, roll this one through. Low on the pink. Choice of a couple of different shots. Can play on and off the side cushion, or can just stun up. Bit more of a touchy-feely shot. So I've opted for that one. I've hit that one a bit too hard. Oh, the red wasn't occupying the pink spot. Thought it was for a minute. Anyway, let's see if I can knock this red in and get back up for the pink, or if I go too far for the blue. Oh no, just caught it too thick. But another break of 30. So I can be happy with that one. Just a shame I missed it on the thick side, which means it left the object ball in the jaws of the pocket. That's very, very nice pop there from Ian. Judged very nicely using the pack to control the cue ball. Can he continue? Maybe he didn't have the angle on that red. Now I spent, I don't know, better part of a minute having a look at this one, wondering if I could get to the potting angle, and it would appear that I couldn't, not even playing it with a trace of left hand side to try and square it up. The black was covering it a little bit too much. And if I play this one properly, I can screw between the gap of the red and the black, have the black in the corner, and then play for the red below the pink into the right corner. Just gently play it up the table. Oh, I focused too much on yes, I was almost going to bite my cue in half then. Focused too much on getting position on the red, then didn't pop the ball. So can Ian get nicely on that red? He can't, but it does go to the middle if he decides to take it there. Now, thin red into the middle. Chance of getting the cue ball back down the table. But I failed to avoid the cannon on the brown. Now, intentional cannon on the blue. Drop the green in. Use the blue to hold the cue ball. Oh, I didn't drop it in. I hit that too hard. Digging down on this one to try and firstly pop the red and then keep the cue ball away from the black. And I failed on both counts of the shot. Well done. That was particularly difficult though, I feel. So, am I going to play this one? No, don't play the pot on this. No, I'm not. Yes, I did try and get the cue ball back down the table, but I didn't avoid the cannon on the yellow, sadly. That's left Ian a tricky rest shot. Does the red go? No, didn't bother playing the pot. He's played the snooker and got that very nicely, actually. Don't think I can get around the right hand side. So side cushion, then trying to hit the baulk cushion first before making contact with the red. That's the plan. Didn't quite happen like that, and I've left the cue ball in a position where he's not going to put me back. He's going to play the pot. Yeah, difficult pink that was. Now this one, I'm playing that with, as you can see, an awful lot of left-hand side, and digging just a little bit below the centre of the cue ball as well, actually. And when aiming that, I was aiming that to essentially miss the red ball on the side of where the cushion is. So, judging the swerve of the cue ball on its path up the table, that's how much I was having to sort of miss-aim it by, if that makes sense. And I think I'm absolutely dead straight on this red, which is why I've tried forcing it into, or to force an angle to get the cue ball out a little bit. Right, as you've seen there, the screen's changed, so just cut out a few sort of nothing shots really. So Ian's got a chance of that red into the middle, which was particularly difficult. And the red's now gone over the other side of the table for me to have a go at. So, got that one in now. Green or black? If I had this choice again, would I play the black? I don't know. I'm opting for the green because it looks like it's a nice angle to get that red off the cushion that's just above the middle pocket on the right hand side. Haven't quite potted the green and just about missed the red, but I think that was the right shot. Not being greedy for the points, but trying to continue the frame. So that red we were messing around with a little bit, so I've skipped out a few more minutes of nothingness. And I trusted the table to run true, and it did. So I've put Ian in this snooker. Blue potentially cutting off the up and down escape. And he's hit the black first. I'm not going to bother putting the balls back because I can't remember exactly where they were. And that one might have made a big difference as to where they were. So I've tried to flick the red behind the black, but I have left an edge. So a little bit careless, that one. But from here, can I get the cue ball in behind the black and send the red up the table? All about pace and control, this one. Yeah, very, very happy with that shot. And because it's only the cue ball that's been on its travels, I'm going to put Ian back for a second time. And he got very, very close, to be fair, on that one. But it didn't leave me a shot on the red at all. So third and last attempt. Bit of an over-adjustment. So that snooker that I laid earned me a Brucey bonus 12 points. Very, very happy. with that. Now, pop the red, screw back for the blue into the middle pocket. Oh, I can't even believe I've potted that red. Okay, blue in the middle bag, send the cue ball round the angles, and leave the cue ball low on the yellow, so that I can then get to the green quite nicely, but I've missed the blue. So that was my thought process for the next, or for those 4 shots. Didn't quite work out. I did leave the cue ball where I wanted it though, because Ian's potted the yellow and on the green. Can he pot this and get up for the brown? No, perhaps he'd left himself a little too straight. Hello, where's that brown going? Okay, cross double. Send the white up behind the blue. If the brown doesn't go in, then hopefully it will work its way along the top cushion. And it'll be a nice little snooker. So yeah, quite happy with the way that I played that one as well. And although he's missed it, he's sent the cue ball all the way back down the table. Got a bit of an angle, so perhaps I should have put the balls back, but I'm opting to play this one because it should be natural to get up the table towards the blue. But I've rattled the brown. Thankfully it's not in the easiest of positions. It might just about sneak past the black. Ian's left it over the pocket for me now. Can I get on the blue to maybe move the pink off the cushion? If not manage that, then just drop in behind it for an easier shot into the yellow pocket. Ah, yes, I played that one with some running side to try and nudge the pink out, and because of the pace that I played the blue at, I forgot to adjust the aim for the potting point on the blue and missed it thin because the side on the ball was pushing the cue ball to the right. Okay, Ian's gone in off. Now am I going to try and pot this one? Yes, I did try. Thought that one was a bit of a free shot. Now, is he going to make the double on this one? Or the treble? Oh. Now it's very close to the bolt cushion. I did try and snick it in, but yes, it was very close. It was a very, very thin cut. If the cue ball was closer to the blue, I might have been able to do it, but I didn't. And I've left Ian this delicate little one into the green pocket. Yeah, nicely cued. Oh! Look at that for a pink. He's left himself a tough shot here. I mean, would have been a decent cue ball had the pink not gone in. He's left a very, very tough shot here. Can he steal the frame? Now, where is that going to end up? So I'm not trying any sort of pot or double or anything like that. Just want to get maximum distance between the balls and try and get them as close to the bulk and top cushions as I can. So very happy with how that one's worked out. Just want a big bounce off that cushion. Okay, mindset on this one. If I'm going to miss it thin. And just hope that the cue ball comes back down the table. And breath of relief on that one. So that's the end of the first 2 frames. This 31 point deficit I've got to make up is is proving very, very tough. Very happy that I've managed to make a couple of 30 plus breaks, especially for your viewing, hopefully pleasure. And a few of the snookers that were laid were nicely cued. Let's see what transpires with frames 3 and 4. Thank you very much everybody for tuning into this and listening to me waffle, and I will see you very soon with that video. But for now everyone, take care.